Alrighty. Okay, so tonight's call we're gonna talk about social media do's and don'ts. So I am recording this so that if you have to jump off or you want to share this, it'll be here. So like I was telling you guys before, kind of when we start out, it's so funny, like Timehop has shown me how ridiculous some of my posts have been, especially at the beginning. So another elite coach and myself were talking about trying to put together like a post this, not this kind of a thing. So I took some of my own pictures and some other things that we've gathered and kind of put this together. So hopefully it's helpful for you. So first thing here is ways to increase visibility for yourself on Facebook. So just because you have, 500 or 1,000 friends, it doesn't mean that all those people are seeing your posts. I know like a lot of people who are new to Facebook or just were, using this not to, promote your, sell a product. They don't know all these Facebook algorithms. So just because you have that amount of friends doesn't mean that these people are seeing that. So this Facebook algorithm uses determine which friends posts show up in your timeline. So the more that you talk to someone, you like their stuff, you comment on their things, those people are going to come up in your newsfeed and you're going to come up in theirs. So it's, like it says, same for true for all your friends. So if you haven't talked to, like here it says Lisa since 2003 when you graduated high school, she's not going to see your post if that's the last time you talked. So say you're someone who doesn't like cold inviting someone, especially people that you haven't talked to in 10 years. If you just go to their page and start liking things or commenting on their pictures, they're going to start seeing your stuff and you're going to start seeing their stuff. So it's a kind of a good way to kind of like get into their news feed without like just cold inviting. So it says, here's the ways to re-engage. Give what you want to receive. So go to Lisa's profile, re-engage with her based on her recent posts and interests. She says, I promise she will block you if you message her about Beachbody. So create posts that are engaging, ask people for their opinions, add value, share advice, and ask for advice. For some reason, people just love to give you their advice. So whether you want it or not, like when we were building this house, I was like, I already knew what cabinets I was getting, but I kind of wanted to, get some like action on my page. So post things like, do you like this or do you like this? Would you do white cabinets or black cabinets? Would you do this rug or this rug? It doesn't even have to be health or fitness related, but people love to give their opinion. So these are things that you should post on your page to kind of get, conversation going and more people coming to your page. Their friends start to see it when they like something and so on. Sorry, I don't know what just happened. Okay. And then it just says people like people who like them. So show interest in them and like their stuff and they'll probably reciprocate. So ways to increase your visibility. Example posts. So again, the Facebook algorithm determine which friends posts show up in your timeline. So some ways to re-engage is I'm looking for the best tips to grow my hair out long. What products or tips do you recommend? So again, it doesn't have to be health and fitness related. You don't want to be like this Beachbody robot that's just like constantly talking about our products and Shakeology and working out. Like people want to see that you're normal and that, you do other things. So again, here's another opinions. Watching Pretty Woman, and seriously, it doesn't matter how many times I've seen it. I love it just as much every single time. Which movies do you not get tired of? So again, just getting people's opinions on things. I'm sorry. Okay, add value to people's lives. Like, for example, Lindsay Matway, she was top coach in the company. She just kind of has this like way about her, and people like to hear things that she's doing. So people, when they like, you know, look up to you, or they see that you're in this like powerful position or whatever, or you're no schmo off the street, they want to know things that you're using, things you're doing. So share this new spray tan, share this new makeup product. Some of the best posts that I've done on my like page are about makeup, face washes, and facial masks. Like, I don't know why, but people love that kind of stuff. So again, show interest and comment on their posts. She has here, when you post something and you have someone in mind, don't be afraid to tag them to draw their attention. So again, she goes to hair and whatever. So I love my friend's hair. I might tag them in a post above about tips about growing out my hair. So say you're trying to draw people in and you're posting or tagging this person in the post. Okay. Expanding your network. So this is something that we all kind of struggle with, especially at the beginning or even later on, because feel like you're running out of people to kind of invite and, you know, and talk to you about the opportunity. So we talk about this all the time with the 3 vital behaviors, but re-engage with 3 friends a day. So it doesn't have to be, hey, I have this Beachbody Challenge group. Just talk to 3 new people a day. Another thing, know your target market. You don't want to message, you know, a 70-year-old woman who, you know, is just like on there to see her grandkids' posts or whatever. You want to talk to people that you would want on your team. So they match your target market. Engage with them about things that are important to them. So say you see people, this is things I do. So in my, like, say you're coming up and it says like friends you may know. I go through, and honestly, if they're in my age market of around, I tend to do like 25 to like 35. Sometimes I'll do 40. They have kids. Sometimes, I know this sounds strange, but like if it's someone that looks like they're like into fashion or whatever, or things that like I'm into, then I send them a friend request. The worst they can do is they don't accept it or they report me. That typically doesn't happen, but it's just a way to find people that you think would maybe be interested in the opportunity and reach your market. If you don't mind hitting mute in the bottom left-hand corner, I hear typing. Thank you. Okay. Okay, so here, again, going back to friend requests, and don't send like 100 friend requests or 20 friend requests in a day. Just the goal is really like to re-engage with 3 friends and add at least 3 new friends. Sometimes I'll do like 10, but you don't want to get put in Facebook jail, because then you're just gonna, you know, it's a long process of a week of no adding people, or sometimes no posting in groups or whatever. Let's see here. Okay, so this is big. Be yourself. Facts tell, stories sell. Share your journey authentically and show people all of the ways you are transforming from the inside out. So again, be yourself. Don't just talk about the physical transformation that you've had with Beachbody, but you know, emotionally, spiritually, financially, like share all aspects and things that have changed in your life. And just people love to hear about you. You may think that no one cares, but honestly, like some of the things I post that I'm like, oh, no one's going to care about this. They love it. But then I could give a post about, you know, facts about Shakeology, and you're like, oh, this is going to be great. And no one cares. They're like, nope. They want to hear about what Shakeology has done for you, how it's making you feel, not 100 ingredients and all this information all the time. So share stories about you, your family, and Beachbody. It says, be more interested than interesting. Breadcrumb information and ask lots of questions to learn more about them and what they are looking for. Don't assume. So I know that I always am like, not always, but especially at the beginning, I was like, oh, this person's not going to be into this. They're going to think this is stupid, or this is going to think this is silly, or this isn't going to work. And some of the people that I never thought would have been interested in this opportunity are rock stars. So I kind of had to get over that, and I would message people. One of my coaches on here, one time was like, you'd be a great coach, and at the time she's like, yeah, I don't think, like, this isn't, I don't know, maybe sometime. And then finally she came to me and was like, okay, I'm ready. So you just never know. But when you are talking to someone new, you don't want to like bombard them with tons of Beachbody information. Talk more about them and their life and things going on. And kind of like when they ask a question, you don't want to like just be like, okay, so it's this, and this, and it's going to be this much. Like, give them a little bit of information and then ask them some more questions. You want it to be more about the relationship and not just, you don't want them to feel like it's just about the sale, because that's not what this is. Yeah, we want to hit Success Club and, we want to be successful in this business. But if you're only focusing on the financial aspect of this business, you're never going to make it. You have to care about your challengers. You have to help them reach their goals. So you want to learn about these people, and you want them to feel that from the beginning. You want them to think, okay, this girl cares. Like, she's not just going to try to make a sell and then never talk to me again. Put me in this challenge group and never check on me. So from the very beginning, these are things that you should be doing. So draw out those conversations with them. Who cares if it takes, a day or two longer for, the sale to go through? Because the person that you're really trying to connect with and you're really learning more about is most likely going to have a better transformation, because they're going to be more comfortable with you. They're going to be more active in your challenge group, which will result in better results for them because, they feel more comfortable with you. It's like a friend. They're not just like, you're not sending before and after pictures to a stranger. So, okay. So social media do's and don'ts. So this is kind of basic, but if you want to have your profile public, I know I have a few coaches who either their line of business, whether they work at a jail or they're a police officer or they have a spouse that's a police officer, they don't want their profile public, and that's fine. There's nothing you can do about that. Safety obviously comes first, but you should have it public if you can. Choose a flattering profile picture of yourself. So this is something that I've recently added to my coach camps, because sometimes it'll be, say you have a coach and she's on vacation with 17 girlfriends and, they're like, girls gone wild or something. Like, you don't want, first of all, you want them to know who you are. They're like, oh, is it this one or is it this one? No. So have it be you or your family or whatever. And then in your cover photo, which is a great place to kind of showcase your mini reality show or your brand, like I like to call it, post things that you post about. So like my cover photo says like, mom of 3, wife, and then it sometimes, like one point it said like design and fashion or something like that. And there were some pictures. And you want, like, say you were to go to your timeline and someone was to scroll. Like if I was to go to your timeline right now, would I know that you were a Beachbody coach? Would I be able to figure out like what your brand is? Or would I just be like, oh, like, I don't know what this is. So you want like your post to consistently be your mini reality show or your brand. So for me, I post obviously about health and fitness. I post things with my kids, my family. Lately I've been posting a lot of things about my house because we're painting and doing fun stuff like that. So that's kind of like what I'm about. So don't put your Beachbody website on your timeline. Like you don't want to have these posts with your like Beachbody website across it or just bombarding people because you want to talk to them. You don't want them to just go to your website. Yeah, it's exciting when you're like, oh, I need Success Club points and there's like this random person. But again, it's more about the relationship and, talking to this person and forming this relationship. You don't want people to just go and sign up for whatever. Don't have a profile picture of something or someone other than you. And again, don't only post about Beachbody and working out. People want to see you and get to know you. Again, you may not think that people are interested in your life, but believe me, I swear, the farther along I get in this business, you're like, whether it's family or friends or strangers, like I go places and people are like, oh, I didn't know that you, and I'm like, how did you know that? Like, why do you even care? People care. They do, I promise. Sometimes they care more than they probably should. So post about your life. Okay, again, social media overload and being salesy. These are things that you don't want to post. You don't want to slap up a picture of a program and just throw some words and a price across it or your website. I did it at the beginning. It didn't really get me anywhere. People don't want to see this. It's super, super salesy. It's super, super icky. It's just, I don't know. You don't want, this is something I've been doing lately, like, is putting myself in someone else's shoes. Like, if I had no idea what Beachbody was, or I'm just this person who follows some Beachbody coaches, and when I post now, I'm like, okay, I want to talk to the former me. What's something that would draw me in? And this is not it. Unless it's like some super duper special, like I would rather, like it's just, this isn't going to make me stop scrolling. Think about yourself. You're on your phone and you're scrolling with your thumb. Like, this isn't something that's going to make you stop. You're like, it's another Beachbody ad. Don't do this. Take a little bit of extra time, go on PicMonkey, and I'll show you things that you should do. This is some posts from Melanie Mitro, and it says, be a river, not a reservoir. So share your knowledge, share things that you're doing, share tips. People love that stuff too. Free groups. We're doing like a free lunch challenge right now that many of you are probably in, and it's going awesome. Like, people are posting. I don't even know how many people on my like page wanted to be added. It's great. People love free. And then they kind of get a feel for what challenge groups are like and how the community works. Melanie has a post here, Fit Tip of the Day, and it's talking about this kale salad from Costco. So people might not know, like, if they're just getting started with clean eating, they might be like, what's kale and where do you buy that? So kind of add value to these people's lives. On this top one here, I don't know if you guys can see it very well because our faces are over there. I don't know if it's the same for you, but all the apps that she uses. Sometimes, like, when new coaches come on, they're like, okay, I don't know how to make all these things, so I'll screenshot and share that. But you can share it on your Beachbody website or your Facebook account. People love to know, whether they're in the business or not, how to make all these fun, posts that we make. So the point is, share things with people. Whether you're going to get something out of it or not, you just want to share your information and your knowledge with people. Okay, again, these are Instagram posts and things not to do. It's just, again, it's the Beachbody program with like your name on it, or your website, or the sale. People, this is icky, it's salesy, and it's just not something you want to do. You're not really going to get anything out of it. Okay, these are things you do want to do. These are great posts. People got, this one got 300 some likes, and it's Jen and her daughter, and the Shakeology like exploded everywhere. People love that stuff. I'm not saying go in your car and shake your Shakeology everywhere, but like, that's the stuff people want to see. Like, you're real, you're in the car with your kids, and you're drinking your Shakeology, just happens to be there, but it's funny and it's real. This bottom picture with the woman doing squats with her baby. Like, again, if you're a mom and you're trying to attract other busy moms with like, these are the kind of things that you want to post about. These workout pictures by the pool. On Wednesdays on my like page, I like to do like an extra workout Wednesday. And when you're in them, it seems to be so much like more well received. I get like a lot more likes. One of my coaches and I were going to start making kind of like silly fun videos. We'll see how they work out. But we think that it'll probably bring more traction to our page because it's us. And again, we're sharing a workout, we're sharing our knowledge, something for free. And it'll be fun. It'll be silly. Before and afters of yourself, they're great. I know it's scary to share that kind of stuff, but that's the stuff you want to do. You have to show that you're using the products and the products work if you want people to jump on board. I loved this one that Brittany Leggett did. I think someone else actually did it first, but I remember I asked if I could use this whole bottom part. I just thought it was clever. A little ice cream here, an extra slice of pizza there, yada, yada, yada. We've all been there. You know how we like our pizza and ice cream. But again, you're being real. You're showing that, like, yeah, you have the pizza and ice cream, but here's our 3-day refresh, and I'm down 3 pounds in 3 days. That's awesome. Instead of just slapping up a picture of the 3-day refresh and putting the price across it, I can't tell how many likes she got there, but either way, these are good posts. These are the kinds of things you want to do. You're sharing your life, you're throwing in some information about the products, and you're going to get a lot more in return. Here are some Instagram posts, things that you should do rather than the product and the price. Here's one from Janelle Summers. If you don't know her, she's Celine Johnson's sister, so she probably has a huge following, but it's her with a quote. There's so many apps that you can just add like a favorite quote to your picture to kind of make it more you. I mean, she got 1,009 likes on that. Another one from Janelle, she always posts really good clean eating recipes and stuff, or just ideas. Again, if someone's just starting out and they are new to clean eating, they don't know where to start. So giving them ideas, even me, like, I mean, I've been doing this for how long, but like, I'm just like to the point some days where I'm like, yeah, Chick-fil-A would be so much easier because I just can't think of anything. And like, seriously, look how good this sandwich looks. Hawaiian chicken sandwich. Like, I really want that right now. Again, here's one of Chelsea Pearson, before and after 3-day refresh. Post yourself, not the product with a price. Okay, so here's another one, Instagram or you know, Facebook. It's kind of the same, but you don't want to do T25, you know, these posts with all this nonsense. People don't care. They've seen these pictures. They've seen the infomercials. They want to see what it's going to do. This is kind of interesting, like fat, 20 pounds. Like, this is what 20 pounds of fat looks like. This is when our challenge group starts. Here's a before and after of someone that did the program. You know, 100 likes more. I love following Chelsea on Instagram. She has so many, I just love her posts. She's sharing just, you know, great ideas, great deals, sports bras, her food, her wedding pictures, just like all kinds of stuff that's related to fitness and health and just like her brand. And people are attracted to that, and that's what they want to see. Here are just 2 slides from my page with my new favorite face. Holy crap, there's a lot of them. Yeah, I need a new one. But again, I don't know. It's people are like loving it. I have like Tony's guy friends like sending me these ridiculous selfies, like of them go like, oh, I'm making the face, and like I got Kinsley doing it, and like you bring your kids on, and like people just love that crap. They eat it up. Here are great before and after of Kristen, who's on the call. People love that stuff. They love it. House pictures. Again, it's your brand. This is my brand. Quotes, me working out, different kinds of workouts at the gym, doing TRX, and you get people asking questions. What's TRX? Where do you do it? You're kind of, you know, again, forming relationships. You're not just putting out salesy. What was that?
Sorry.
Oh, that's okay.
I thought I was muted.
Carrie, I love you. And then again, Chelsea Pearson, who I just love. Oh, I'm sorry. We disappeared. Chelsea, her page, if you don't follow her, it's Chelsea Blush. She always has, I don't know, her pictures are just like pretty. And that's what your Instagram and your Facebook should look like. You, your brand, your mini reality show, and what you want people to see about you. And it's going to attract people like you to you and to your team. And that's what you want, people like you. Like, I'm looking for busy moms or people like me who have common interests, because this is like it's like a big fun sorority, you know, like everyone, we do fun things, we get together, and that's what you want it to be. You want to attract people like you. So let's see here. I'm going to stop. I'm trying to stop there.